So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
This judge just locked this man into a cage. Can anybody guess why? Gee, I wonder if this guy harmed anyone. This is frickin' hilarious and sobering at the same time, because we are talking about the mass desensitization of Americans who believe they are only free to drive or travel down the road if they have the government's permission. And before I play this, the name of this is right here. Judge stunned to see man with a suspended driver's license on courthouse Zoom driving a car. It says a Michigan judge was astonished when a man busted for driving with a suspended license appeared before him in a courtroom Zoom call while driving a car. This is Corey Harris, 44-year-old, popped up on the screen behind the wheel as Washtenaw County Judge J. Cedric Simpson flashed a dumbfounded facial expression on May 15th. What I want to say about this is, give me a good reason that you should put a man into a cage. In my opinion, you should remove a man from society and put him into a cage if he harmed another human being, if he threatened to harm or kill another human being, if he damaged another human being's property or stole their property and refused to make recompense for it. But to put a man in a cage because he violated the permissive will of some government agent seems nonsense to me. But that's what Judge Cedric Simpson is going to do to this guy. Watch this. It's funny on one hand because, you know, the guy knows he's going to appear on the Zoom call because he got his driver's license suspended, and that's what this is all about. And yet when he appears on the Zoom call, he's driving, which of course the judge is going to look at this and he's going to be like, what the frick are you doing, man?
Court calls case People versus Corey Harris.
On behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate for Mr. Harris, who should be present via Zoom.
He's driving.
Mr. Harris, are you driving?
Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office, actually. So just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
Just freaking hilarious, man. He knows what he's attending the Zoom call for. He knows the judge is going to be there, and he knows the judge is going to see him behind the wheel of a car.
You stationary?
I'm pulling in right now at this second. Yes, I am.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, we are respectfully requesting an adjournment in this matter, up possibly 2 to 4 weeks if the court would allow.
There's going to be some silence in this video.
So maybe I don't understand something. This is a driving while license suspended?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And he was just driving.
Don't!
And he didn't have a license.
Don't! Look at the guy's face, man. This is freaking classic.
That's what the charge is, Your Honor, yes.
No, I'm looking at his record. He doesn't have a license. He's suspended and he's just driving.
And all parties involved are acting like this is some kind of federal crime.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Look at Corey. Look at Corey at the bottom right here. Look at his face. You see, there's a lot of silence right here. But don't worry, the judge is going to get through this.
Hello?
1 minute, Mr. Harris.
Hold on, Corey. Judge will be right with you. Listen to the judgment against this guy.
I don't even know why he would do that. So defendant's bond is revoked in this matter. Defendant is to turn himself into the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. today. Failure to turn himself in will result in a bench warrant with no bond.
Look at it. Failure
Thank you.
to turn himself
Mr. Harris,
in.
I'll be giving you a call.
Mr. Harris, I'll be giving you a call.
Okay.
Unbelievable that anybody would take seriously that a judge would consume his time with something other than removing real criminals from society is the thing that all Americans need to wake up to. That we comply with and submit to this idea that there are authorities and officials who can tell us what to do, when we can do it, that if we want our freedoms to travel from point A to point B, we need to grovel at the government's feet, and we need to jump through their hoops, and we need to get that permission slip from the government before we can do something that we have the right, the perfect right as human beings to do without that permission. And you have so many people. I bet he drives to jail. Nobody cares about this. People want him to go to jail. They want a man to be locked away in a cage simply because he thought that he could do something without the government's permission. And I'm sure Corey Harris believes the same thing. I'm sure Corey Harris is like, oh my God, I violated a universal law. May the gods judge me ever so harshly. That's how people are getting on board with this propagandized load of BS that we've all bought into. And now it's just something that we all do and we all have to agree with, and we all have to be lockstep with or we're going to be thrown into a cage. And they believe, even the people who get thrown into a cage for this believe that, yep, I deserve to be removed from society for this. I deserve to be separated from my family for this. I deserve to lose my livelihood, because that's what all this amounts to for this. Because I didn't get a permission slip from the government to go hunting or to go fishing or to take my property from point A to point B on the public roadways. I agree. Should get conviction of being the dumbest MF. The poor judge who saw to it and solidified the initiation of violence on a man who literally hurt no one. What if Corey Harris is a better driver than people with licenses? What if Corey Harris is a better driver than the Honorable J. Cedric Simpson? What if Corey Harris is a better driver than the prosecution? Does that matter? Oh, as long as they got you got to have a light. You got to have a license, Brian. You got to have a license. That's just what we do here in America. The poor judge was in disbelief. The poor judge made me laugh out loud. It is funny on one hand because, Corey is appearing before a judge for the very thing that the judge will think that he's not supposed to be doing. This man knew he shouldn't be driving. Bizarre guy. What a brilliant man. That guy had no clue what his case was. LOL. Just wow. Can't make this up. Well, can you make up the fact that human beings lock away and cage and kidnap other human beings and ruin their lives when they haven't left a real material victim, haven't committed a crime, haven't stolen property, haven't damaged anybody in any way, shape, or form, and yet they're supposed to be removed from society? The only people who should be removed from society are psychopaths who think it's okay to hurt other people or impose sentences on people where other people get put in cages. So as funny as this was, it's also very sobering and serious, and it just highlights the sick society that we're all a part of. There's a mental sickness that we all need to break free from. It is no measure of good mental health to be considered well adjusted in a profoundly sick society. And if this, putting a man in a cage for harming absolutely no one, isn't profoundly sick, I don't know what is. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comments section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a shirt, become a channel member, but more importantly, understand what your rights are, fight for your rights, proclaim your rights, and let's stop securing our own oppression. I'll see you guys in the next video.